Hello, my name is Kerrioth, and today we're going to talk about Steam, because it's the gift that keeps on giving. For everything Steam does right, there's something catastrophically wrong, or just downright bloody stupid, hiding under the surface. And recently, I was taking a look at Steam Direct, because I thought, surely I should know what's going on with this. I should know what's going on, and I should get a feel for whether it's actually going to help with the whole Steam Greenlight being a failure thing. After all, a lot of shit titles are released through Greenlight, and I'm not entirely convinced that Steam Direct is going to fix that. Although that's really a subject for another video. There's something in the Steam Direct thing, which is like, you are not allowed to put this type of content in the game. And I'm reading it thinking, yeah, but there's already games on Steam with that content. Are you going to go back and remove them, or are you just saying, fuck it, it's already there? No, it's a whole thing. But we need to talk about Steam achievements, because this is getting ludicrous. This is ridiculous. This is a whole thing that I didn't even know was a thing until fairly recently, when I covered a game called Zen vs Zombie Achievement Hunter, because they can't spell. Or alternatively, Zen vs Zombie Achievements Hunter, because they don't know the title of their own game. And this is a game that has 10,274, count them, 10,274 Steam achievements, which to me makes Steam achievements borderline worthless, especially if they're unfortunately tied to this. Like, if you are the type of person who likes to hunt for achievements, who goes after achievements, if you are in fact an achievement hunter, although not affiliated with Rooster Teeth obviously, then that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to tell you how to play your games, but I cannot help but feel that games that have 10,274 achievements somewhat devalue the worth of achievements and achievement hunting overall, because surely that just makes it incredibly easy and pointless. You could just get a game. I'm sure people will have got games just so that they can spam the shit out of their garbage achievements, which don't even have fucking titles. I mean, look at this. I know we covered this before, but I still can't get around this. New achievement name 2319. I mean, that is the level of care and quality going into that product. But it's not just that. And I hadn't realised that there were quite so many games that seem to have been created almost entirely for achievement spam and nothing else. For instance, there's this chap here, which again, these have been released relatively recently. These few, so Zen vs Zombie was 20th of June. This one is 14th of June, and this is Drive by Hero, which looks just garbage. Funnily enough, 5,394 Steam achievements. I mean, look at it. It tells you all you need to know. We don't really need to go into detail on it. But again, this is a game that has an insane number of achievements, and they've just got the names Shooter 63. Like the example ones are Shooter 63, Shooter 72, and Shooter 62. It's clearly there for the spamming of, and not because they actually want to make a decent game, or even attempt to make a decent game. It's just, here's a shitload of achievements that you get for playing something that's garbage. And it doesn't stop there. 21st of June, Adventure Rage with, count 'em, 4,989 achievements. I mean, it's ludicrous. I mean, what are these called? New achievement name 1171, new achievement name 630, new achievement name 1115. There seems to be a whole of, again, 21st of June by the way, so within this month, those three titles, there seems to be a whole subculture of shit games that only exist for the purpose of achievement spamming, and I do not get where this has come from, or why this is even a thing. Again, this thing, Sisters in Hotel, which seems to be a game about a dude getting pressured into fucking his sisters. Whatever floats your boat, but no thanks. 7,140 achievements. And look, it's even part of the advertising. 7,000 plus achievements. Right there, on the fucking thing that appears in the list of games. 7,000 plus achievements. And once again, we see exactly the same thing. New achievement name, new achievement name, new achievement name. Why has this happened? And why? Why is this allowed? Genuinely, why is this allowed to exist? I mean, there's another one here. This is from 15th of February, so still this year. Although, in fairness, this seems to have positive ratings. It doesn't look like just an achievement spamming nightmare, unless they've paid for the reviews, which seems kind of unlikely. A beautiful passion project and an ugly game. People seem to actually enjoy this one. But again, 6,433 achievements. And then this thing. I mean, this is... I had a quick look at the reviews. Nope, they're not happy. Good job on vandalising your game's achievements with spam in a desperate attempt to flag your crap. So this was like nearly a year ago. But again, 5,239 achievements. And it's just all the same name. Every single achievement is the same name. When did this start? Like, when did this become a thing? When did achievement spamming in games become a thing? Because I've missed this. This is something that I've only noticed recently. Like, we're talking in the last couple of days. And it's something that is genuinely baffling to me on several levels. Firstly, the idea that there is, like, an achievement spam genre of game where the actual game itself isn't all that important. It's more just about, oh, you can get thousands upon thousands of achievements. How is that not in breach of anything to do with Steam? Like, is the achievement system just not valued? Does it have little to no impact on anything? I mean, if it has little to no impact on anything, then surely the people who are going to be most sort of inclined to get achievements are people who do it for the sake of completeness. They don't want a bunch of achievements because they want a bunch of achievements. They want achievements because it means they have completed that game literally down to the letter. They have achieved everything in the developer's list of stuff that you can do. If that's all they're for, then this kind of thing, with its 5,000, its 10,000, its 7,000 achievements, it just seems worthless and pointless, because if Steam achievements aren't worth anything, if they don't do anything, if they have no benefit to the person getting them, what is the point of spamming the shit out of them? What is the point of using that as an advertising platform for your game? What is the point of saying, oh yeah, this game's got 10,000 achievements, if they're worth nothing? If they are worth something, if they have a bearing on your account, do they affect the level of your account? In which case, why is this allowed? Like, if it has an actual effect on your Steam profile, if it does something to improve your Steam profile, to make your Steam profile better than other people's Steam profiles, surely this shouldn't be allowed in any way. Because it's just allowing people to game the system. It's allowing people to sell a product which deliberately games a system that Valve have set up. And not only is it gaming the system, but the people who are gaming the system are getting paid for helping other people game the system. I don't understand on any real level why it's A, a thing, and B, allowed to persist. Because, as I say, if you want to be the completionist, if you want to get all of the achievements, this is not going to be for you, is it? Like, let's face it, no one is buying these games, these 1,000 upon 1,000 upon 1,000 achievement games, because they want to sit there and grind their way through 10,000 fucking achievements. No one's doing that. If they are of a completionist nature, they are not going to be interested in new achievement number 113249. That's going to be of no relevance, because it's not a goal, it's not anything to aim for. There's nothing to show for it whatsoever. You can't sit there and go, oh yeah, well I fired in a straight line until I got 10,000 achievements. Who's that going to impress? That's not going to give any sort of benefit to the person doing it. It would be all about actual, I want to say real games where the developers have actually put goals into their achievements, challenges, things that you need to do to get that coveted stamp of I completed this, right down to the last achievement. How really, it boils down to a very kind of simple question. How is Valve still allowing just all of this shit to go on? Like, genuinely, seriously. They tried outsourcing their sort of approval method for indie games to Greenlight, and it failed miserably. So they replaced it with Steam Direct. They've tried to allow community moderation for games on their forums. And they still do, despite the fact that countless shitty devs have gone off the hinges and just started banning people left, right, and centre. They've integrated systems like trading cards and Steam achievements and just trading games to begin with. And yet nearly every aspect of it is abused in some way. But it still just happens. Like, it's genuinely baffling to me that Valve and Steam can still be so far ahead of the competition and yet have so many things on their platform that make absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever, that are completely pointless or easily abusable. If Steam achievements mean something, these games shouldn't be allowed to exist. If they don't mean something, why are they in the first place? It's such a bizarre situation, and it's such a bizarre circumstance where no matter which option I look at as being the most likely one, every option is just crap. It's like I just don't understand how we are still at the point where people can just outright make stuff that is absolute bollocks for the express purpose of providing people with like a cheeky little workaround to something, and it's just fine. It just gets sold. It's not an issue. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's a staggering oversight that applies to so many things on Steam. I just don't understand how you get to the position that Valve and Steam are in, and you still have fucking terrible games pop up with 8,000, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 achievements that only exist for the purpose of getting your pointless fucking achievements, and nothing is done about it. How? Why? Get your shit together, Steam. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. And relax. If you like that video, bit ranty, very ranty, then all the usual stuff applies. Like it, share it, all of that shit. There's other videos to click around here. There's a subscribe button and a button that leads you to my Patreon. You don't have to look at it. It'd be nice if you did, but you don't have to. It's not compulsory. And I guess I'll see you next time. I'm off to go get 10,000 achievements, apparently. For God's sake.